Good morning, dear children. Hope all of you are safe and fine at your home. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. With this beautiful quotation, we'll start our lesson today. Okay. So we are studying about internet basics. So web page, website, difference between internet and www we have covered. So today about web address, URL and news group we will cover. Okay. So first come to web address or URL. What is that? URL all of you know. Then also I will explain you. URL, Uniform Resource Locator, a location on a net server is called a web site. Okay, location on a net server is called a website. And each website has a unique address called URL. So all of you know that whenever we want to search any information or from any website, we have to type the address of that website. And that address of the website is called your URL. If your website is like a house, then your website's URL is like that house address. Okay. It defines where your website lives online, similar to how your home address determines where you live in a neighborhood, helping your visitors easily find your site. So URLs also help Google understand what your website's page are about. Because Google I have used because it very popularly we use this Google. So it means helps to understand what your website is present, where your website is present. Okay, and what is the contents of that website. So the internet structure of the World Wide Web is built on a set of rules called Hypertext Transfer Protocol HTTP and a page description language called Hypertext Markup Language HTML generally. Okay. HTTP uses internet addresses in the special format called a Uniform Resource Locator or URL. Okay. So you can understand that when we are using www, so it uses a protocol HTTP and a language for web page generally HTML. Okay. So the HTTP uses internet addresses in a special format called Uniform Resource Locator or URL. So how the URL looks? Actually, the URL consists of these three parts mostly. First one is your type, second one is your address, and third one is your path. So what is your type? This type will describe that is the type of server or protocol in which the file is located. Okay. Address. It is the address of the server where your web page or website resides. And path. It is the particular file you are searching for or particular information or the particular web page which contains the required information which you want. That is your path of the particular file. So the every web URL consists of these three parts: type, address, and path. Okay. So now let us take one example and see which part is your type, which part is your address, and which part is your path. See this example. Suppose one example is there: http ncycle.msn.com getinfo styles.asp. This example is in your book also, so you can refer the book. So first part, this HTTP, it identifies types of server or protocol. Maximum URL you will find in the beginning, it will be written HTTP. Okay, so that identifies the type of server or protocol. So then this .com, .in, .org, .edu, up to that it is the address of the server where that website resides. And then the last part means where actually the particular file stores. That is the path of the file. So that path of the file consists of from your address of the server to the last. So that is your address of the path of the file, means where that exact location of the file. Clear? So these are the three parts of every URL. So now, but I will give you more example and in descriptive way I will tell you what is this. Suppose another example I have taken here. You see, HTTPS, then blog.hubspot.com, then marketing, then /parts. Okay. So what is this HTTPS? Okay. HTTPS stands for your Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. Okay, so one S is extra added here, that stands for your secure. And why it is used? HTTPS, which stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, is the most common scheme. Okay, nowadays it is common. It tells your web browser to encrypt any information you enter onto the page, like your password or credit card information, so cyber criminals cannot access it. Okay, so the means HTTPS, that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, is used for encrypted of any information you enter into the page, like your passwords or credit card information, so cyber criminals cannot access it. Okay, so what actually it is, you must have seen whenever you are using your entering your password or your credit card information or any means say confidential information, you will find that it is showing in other characters. Okay, that means it will show you in the form of stars or in the form of hash or dots. Okay, so that means the original character whatever you are typing, that will not be visible, so that your information can be secure. So that work is doing your HTTPS, that is a Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. So nowadays it is common. In the beginning you will find if HTTPS is there, that means your information whatever you will enter, that will be secure. So other schemes you might see are mail to. You may, instead of HTTPS, you will find somewhere you will find a mail to is there, somewhere you will find FTP is there. So what is mail to? If you will find, what it will do, which can open your computer's default email service provider to help you draft an email to the email address you entered in the URL. And FTP, which is a standard protocol for transferring computer files between a client and a server on a computer network. So it is not always that you will find HTTPS. You may find anything that will means define a protocol or the server. So FTP, file transfer protocol, will be there. That mail to, which will open your computer's default email service. It may be your Gmail, it may be your deep mail, or any other mail you are using as your default, that will be open for you. So it can be different. Okay, but generally we use HTTPS. If your website is like a house, your subdomains are like specific room in that house. A subdomain in a URL indicates which particular page of your website the web browser should serve up. For instance, subdomains like blog or offers will provide your website's blog page or offer page. See, if you follow this example which I have given only, here you will find blog.hubspot.com. So this, suppose this is your protocol or server. So this blog, suppose you will find this type of word is there, blog or offers. So that is your subdomain. Subdomain means, suppose if your URL is your address, house address, then this subdomain is like a room in that particular house. Okay, so that means the particular place where your provide your website's blog page or offer page, particular page of your website, the web browser should serve up. Okay, so next come what other parts it identifies, I will tell you. So come to the next page. Same web address is here, you see. So next part, your second label domain, SLD. So domain, that one I have shown you, this blog or offers or anything you will get, that is your first part of domain. Okay, so second label domain, SLD, is the name of your website. Here it is HubSpot in this example. It helps people know they are visiting a certain brand site. Suppose whatever here will be written, that means which website, particular website you are visiting, that you will come to know. Okay, and that top level domain, TLD, specifies what type of entity or organization registers as on the internet. For example, if it is a .com, then it is commercial, .edu for education, for .gov for government, MIL for military, .net network resources, .org usually non-profit organizations, .co for company, .tv for television. So you may come across this type of domain name and why it is used for. Okay, just like you are whenever you are shopping, you are going for that is what is shopclothes.com, your what is Snapdeal.com. So that Snapdeal, it will show you that what is the whose website it is, what particular website, just like your HubSpot. So you can Myntra.com. So which website you want to visit, that it will specify. Okay, and the top level domain, it will specify which type of website it is, whether it is a commercial website, it is a education website, it is a government website, what type of means a type of website. Okay, so these are the parts. That means HTTP will tell you the type of protocolar server. Then if you will find blog or offers, it is not mandatory. If you will find, then it will give you that what type of website it is. Then it is your what particular website you are visiting. Then what type of website it is, .com, .edu, like this. So next, this marketing and parts, what it specifies. So this part, you know that this is the path of the file or particular name of the files. For instance, if you own an online store that sells t-shirts, hats and mugs, or one of your websites URL could look like https shop.yourstore.com/hats. That means that website only give you the information about hats. Although that website t-shirts are available and mugs are available, but it will not show you. That means the particular product or the particular thing you want to search, that it will show you. So that is marketing and parts. That means it you are means the in this website, it is the last part we are searching, that is the parts. Okay, like this. With a subdomain of shop and subdirectory of hats, this URL would serve up the hats page, which lives under the sub page. That means directory, subdirectory, as you are storing the files like that, this is your main directory shop, and inside this shop, this hat subdirectory is there. So this example only explained here, don't confuse. So like this, so these all parts, this first part will HTTPS will tell you about the server. This may be a blog, this may be a offer or something like that. This will give you the particular website you are visiting. This will give you the type of website, which what type of means organization it is. Then it is the particular information you are searching for. Okay, you can tell this is the means file, name of the file or the part of the path of the file we want to search. Okay, so this is all about your URL. I think you all of you understood. Next, come to your news group. What is this news group? A news group or forum is like a community bulletin board. Each news group contains discussions about a specific topic indicated in the news group name. Okay, so about a specific, nowadays you know that online discussions are going on. So that is known as your bulletin board. Online bulletin boards are known as your news group, and different types of news groups are there, and discussion goes on by the means as the name suggests. Okay, you can post a message, you can reply to a message, or just read the messages. When a user sends a message, the news server posts it for everyone to read. Other members of the news group can now respond to your message, or they can respond to your message, means they can reply, you can reply also, they can post also. That means a conversation will go on about a particular topic in that website. Okay, so groups of related messages are known as thread. That I will explain you. So what some news group, I have given an example of news group, just like rec.sport.cricket. If you go to this, then you will find the general discussion of about world cricket. Rec.arts.comics, discussing comic books and of current and past both. Alt plus digitizer, if you will go to this discussion of the video games magazine digitizer. Okay, alt.usage plus English, usage.english, discussion of English words, grammar, etc. So as the name suggests, the discussion will go by means on that topic or related to that only. Okay, so these are online bulletin boards known as your news groups. So now come to your what is threads. What do you mean by thread? So a message and the replies to it for a discussion is known as your thread. Just like in your WhatsApp, somebody is asking question, then all of you have started replying it. So that means that your reply are related to that first question. So related messages are known as your threads. So in a news group, so when the one particular message somebody has posted and the discussion will go on based on that question, so known as your threads. Okay, so message and the replies to it for a discussion is known as thread. All Usenet news group messages that are not replies to other messages are new threads. Okay, means suppose one question over and somebody else has put some other questions and people started replying that question, so that will be a new thread. Okay, a thread is the most common way to distinct particular message from a post to track the community response to the topic. A thread is an array of multiple posts on the same subject matter of the original posts. Okay, till that subject reply will go on, then that is the thread of that message. When a new topic started, then it will be a new thread. Okay, so here one Usenet used. So some of you will ask, then what is Usenet? So Usenet is a collection of user submitted notes or messages on various subjects that are posted to servers on a worldwide network. That is your Usenet. Okay. Each subject collection of posted note is known as a news group. There are thousands of news groups and it is possible for you to form a new one also. You can make a news group also. You can post messages there. People can join in that. They can reply to your messages, and in a particular topic or a particular subject your discussion can go on. So that is your news group. Okay, and related messages are known as your threads. Okay, so but today's important topic is your URL and its different parts that you try to understand. So two examples I have given, and in assignment also one example I have solved for you. So you try to understand it. If any problem you will face, you send me the message through Campus Care. I'm ready to answer. I don't think any problem will be there because two examples and the assignment, another example is there that you can understand. The first part HTTP, you think that is your web server or a protocol. The second part is .com or .edu, .gov. If it is coming, then that is your what is the name of the server, or you can tell address of the server. Then the last part means the particular file. It can be HTML file, it can be ASP file, or it can be means which file you want to search, particular information you are searching, and that information is available in which web page. So that will be the last part. So the path of the file. So these three things if you will understand, then it is you can understand what are the different parts of the URL. Okay, and news group nowadays it is very popular. All of you are watching also. Many news groups must be where many types of discussions are online forums, you can tell, where groups of people are joined together to discuss on a topic. Different thousands and thousands of news groups are there, and if you want, you can create a news group also, and you can carry on the discussions there. Okay, so thank you all. Have a nice day. Be safe at your home, and study also. Focus on your study. This time you are going to appear for a important exam of your life, and the school is closed. So whatever we have planned also we are not able to do, and whatever you may have planned also, that also to some extent you may not be able to implement it. But okay, the quotation you remember, you don't dishearten, you carry on your study. So this means nothing is permanent. This situation will be also not permanent. So will come out one day.